No, I'm also okay with bouncing ideas off of you because we're going to get roasted.
I'm out, man. You guys are hiring somebody else. Someone else's problem. This is us discussing theater school rejects. That's our opening. So this is episode 23, and so our fives of listeners out there, thank you for tuning in. I'm here again with Richard Older.
Yes, you can find me at richardolder.com, I think.
He's not sure if he paid the renewal fees, and I'm at Doug X at dougxcomedy.com.
That's exactly right.
That's the letter X. And Rich is going through some things. He may talk about it, he may not. We'll see how the podcast goes. I'm having a good week. Just submitted my most recent set to the from our show, Theater School Reject 6. Sent it to the Burbank Comedy Festival, so they can shit all over it. Keep my $50 probably.
Right, and then never hear from them.
If they ever even look at it, they'll be like, well, let's see, let's just go every other name, or let's go through the people with an actual last name first. Yeah. You don't just use a letter.
Yeah, I submitted after my first year, and I never heard anything. It was just money gone.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna do other festivals too.
I'm also a better comic now than I was then.
That's true. I think you've improved a lot in the last 4 or 5 months.
I think so too.
I think longer sets give you time to improve.
Absolutely.
You just keep doing the 5 minutes, and you don't know do the same 5 minutes, different 5 minutes. Anyway, we've talked about that before. So today was Rousseff Day in WrestleMania. If you watched,
I saw some of your messaging. Apparently, some of it didn't go well.
Fucking Rousseff ate the pin on Rousseff Day, for Christ's sake. I was like, well, everyone knows I'm all sappy. I texted my girlfriend. I'm like, I wish you were, I wish I got to spend Rousseff Day with you. And she's like, isn't every day Rousseff Day? I'm like, yeah.
Right, and isn't that a sweet sentiment? Like, yeah, I want to spend every day with you.
I think the best way of saying it ever.
Yeah.
I thought so.
Absolutely. So if every day is Rousseff Day, then what difference did it make about WrestleMania being there today? I don't know what Rousseff Day is.
That's the whole point of it. Like, what I love about wrestling, my favorite thing about wrestling is when someone has a completely contrafactual thing they say and commit to 100%. It's kind of like being Donald Trump, but their tongue is in their cheek and it's like the humor of it, as opposed to someone who's just like, we can redefine reality by just saying it enough. I mean, there's a reason why like Fox News and like McMahon's are tight, but like when someone does it and it's done with the joy of knowing you're being completely insane, there's something I find vastly appealing about that. Because I'm kind of an honest guy by nature, and I don't like telling lies. When something's completely absurd and there's no hint of deceit, you're just being insane, I get behind it.
Which is wrestling at its best.
Right, and so like in this one, the gimmick is they just have decided that every day is Rousseff Day, and they make a big thing out of today being Rousseff Day. Like, can you believe it? WrestleMania is on Rousseff Day. Or like 2 weeks ago, he lost a match. And like, how, man, can you believe he lost on Rousseff Day? How can that happen? And it's over. The crowd was like chanting Rousseff Day, the entire fucking crowd, like thousands and thousands of people. Wow. And he's technically still a heel. Like, the WWE treats him as a heel, but they were like, his merchandise sales are through the roof and the crowd is totally behind him. Which is why I hate WWE. But fuck, we're on that now, huh?
This podcast goes in a lot of directions.
Because we're not organized. And that's our selling point.
Yeah. Rousseff Day.
It's Rousseff Day!
Please commit to the chaos.
Exactly.
It's funny.
Did you like my attempt to make you a troll on Photoshop?
I did. It made me look a lot like Shrek.
I thought so.
Yeah.
You got there going. It did not come out as good as I mean,
Shrek and I both have no neck.
Well, no one liked my work one either. I got a lot of critique on that. I'm like, do it better then. Fuck. I didn't claim to be a Photoshop expert.
It's just fun. Fucking calm down.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be artwork. It's just fun shenanigans.
But I did think I fixed your photo pretty good because you could see your features for the first time. Because you were kind of like,
helpful.
no, unfortunately that's not. But that's not my fault. that the features.
That's true. The features aren't your fault.
Like I was like, hey, you can't see your face. You're just a blob of albino glory. And like, okay, well I think I can fix that with Photoshop.
Albino bullfrog.
Yeah, albino bullfrog. And then I try and fix it. Like, well, your features are much more visible.
Yeah.
For what that's worth.
Yeah, I wanna post on Instagram like a picture of me right next to the picture. You see the Phantom Menace?
Yeah.
Okay. Underwater, the boss guy.
Yeah.
The Huza.
Right. Uh-huh.
If you put a picture of me and him next to each other, it is a striking resemblance. You might think that might be my sea father.
Oh, that's good. That's a good bit. A little dated. I mean, Phantom Menace is a little old, but like people remember that.
They do.
You're like,
I think if I make that picture with the two together, people are gonna laugh their ass off because it's sadly true.
When I saw the movie Phantom Menace, I was like, Dad!
Right? Like, look
I
at
ran
that.
to the screen. I missed you.
I always thought there was something up. You're really my father.
See, Father, take me away.
I want to be your prince. Bring me down to your waters.
Man. It's a good, fun podcast.
So I was saving this story for the podcast.
Sure, do it up.
So, I drive for Lyft.
Yeah.
And I posted a summary of this as a joke on Twitter. But I didn't mention I drive for Lyft because I don't know that Lyft would really want to be associated with me telling these stories. But I picked up a woman today at this really nice apartment complex in Beverly Hills.
Yeah, one of our 5s of listeners might be a spy for Lyft, man.
Yeah.
You're putting your career in jeopardy here.
Right.
All right, go on.
So I picked her up, and she was talking to me how she was very proud that she didn't have sex with this guy, that they used to date, and they had some drinks, and hung out, exchanged naked massages, but there was no funny business.
I think I read that as naked messages.
Oh, no, it was naked massages, where they were naked and rubbing each other.
Of course.
And she was telling me how proud she was that she didn't have sex with him. And I was like, I'm pretty sure your boyfriend would consider that cheating.
Did you say that to her?
Yeah.
Good for you. What did she say?
She's like, yeah, I think that too.
Oh, that's beautiful. But in her head, it's not.
Right. In her head, it was justified because him and her are both in relationships that they're not happy with. And
Her
no funny
boyfriend would
business
love to hear
happened.
that one, too.
Yeah.
It's okay, honey. It's okay that this famous actor rubbed me all over because I'm really unhappy with our relationship.
Right. And she told me who it was. I said, she told me that you're this guy on this, on this show. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I watched that show. And she showed me the picture. Said, oh yeah.
Don't say the name, but can you say the show?
Yeah. So.
Is it a show with like only 2 actors?
No, it's an ensemble
Okay,
cast.
so lay it on. What's the show?
So the show is called The Originals. It's on the CW.
All right, that's fine.
The CW has a show called The Vampire Diaries.
Right.
And The Originals is a spin-off from Vampire Diaries.
Man, when you're in a spin-off of The Vampire Diaries, you're doing well.
So he plays a werewolf in a wolf pack on The Originals.
Okay.
And I was like, oh shit, I recognize that dude. He died in a horrible way.
Was she beautiful?
She was pretty good looking. She was, to LA standards, she was probably like an 8.
Some competitive standards.
She was a good looking lady.
Let's put it another way. Remember those 2 girls holding up the douchebag last podcast? Was she as hot, hotter, or less hot than one of them?
A half step down from them.
Oh man. That's why they didn't have sex. The guy probably didn't want to. It's like, it's a slow night, you can massage me, I'll let you rub me.
I don't know, man. If a chick gets naked and you massage her, I'm pretty sure you're down for
I'm betting
And
like
I don't
he
put my
gave her
hands
like,
on a woman like that and they're naked if I'm not trying to get some.
I bet he gave her like a 3-minute shoulder rub, and she spent like 25 minutes rubbing him.
Right.
She's like, we gave each other massages, like you know, if you cross-examined her, I think more facts would come out.
Well, she was very talkative. She talked to me about how like the guy she's with, like she loves him, but he's kind of holding her back in her career because she wants to go out and do music and be involved in films. And she used to have a career, but she kind of sidelined it. And she's with this guy, and he kind of wants her to be that stay-at-home lady kind of deal. And I was thinking, if your career was going that well, people would still be trying to get you to do jobs. No one's knocking on your door.
She was in her networking phase. She was approaching being hired, and there's a lot of unpacking. I bet.
There was a lot going on.
I'm interested in what would come out under further questioning.
Absolutely.
Like how she met the guy she's with right now. How long they've been together. Like.
Yeah, I did not ask those questions.
Like
you're right,
how exactly it led to her like not having her career anymore.
Right.
Like, was the conversation, I really want you to stay in and not work so I don't have to worry about you, which is kind of like a dick move? Or was it like, honey, you work really hard. I could, pay our rent and you can move in with me. And she's like, sure, okay.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So, like, if she's asking me for dating advice, I was like, you should leave that dude. Because, like, you're already cheating on him. And you already explained that you're not happy about it. So you should leave him. And she's like, yeah, but he pays for everything. And I'm not making a lot of money right now. So I really wouldn't have enough money to get out on my own. And I just now got a car again.
I mean, and look, I get girls can be trapped in that situation and the guy can pressure her into that. And that's totally a dick move.
Yeah,
I'm just curious if
how
the way she
there.
presented it is exactly how it happened. If it happened the way she presented it, total dick move, and we understand it's trouble to get out, but she should get out when she can. We only have her side of it, and I'm curious how they got there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I am curious too. It would be fun to find out.
Gotta cover myself. I don't want to sound more of a dick than I have to.
like we haven't sounded like that on this podcast before.
I know, right?
We literally were talking about that this guy should fuck off because he has two ladies.
I was a big fan of that section, but other people had very different opinions.
Oh, did they? I didn't even get the feedback.
Yeah, you're not in the loop.
No.
You're not getting the comment section on YouTube.
I'm just talking shit on the podcast. I just drop bombs and walk.
Yeah, you're the U.S. military. No boots on the ground, just dropping the bombs from far away.
Yeah, I'm farting in the elevator and walking out. Leaving people just stewing it.
That was pretty good. So far, you haven't gone one step too far. You're in, man.
Not yet.
No, you're right there.
Right in the
You're
wheelhouse.
good. Yeah, things are good. Can't wait to see what happens next.
There is a point where I'm going to be one step too far.
No, I'm hoping not. We're so close, man. Just keep it cool for another minute.
Well, because we're walking my children.
If that's what it takes. Whatever. Oh, man, I got dark on that YouTube shooting.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, how is it that there's a shooting at the YouTube headquarters and it's not being live streamed? And that was pointed out as being really dark. And I'm just like, I'm writing it off to Richard, one step too far, man. But I was like, I knew it. I was like, this might lose me all my Facebook friends, but fuck it, I think it's funny.
Well, especially because she was a YouTube person. Like, from what I heard, there was something about her upset about her viewers and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of surprised she wasn't wearing a helmet cam when she was going through fucking plucking people.
I think she killed herself, so yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Well, maybe she wasn't able to. Maybe that's what the whole thing is. She couldn't live stream it, and that's why she was so pissed.
Forever live in infamy as a chick who live streamed her own death. You know we're not that far from that.
You're not. I got a lot of things going on. I'm just hoping not to be involved in your eventual nuclear meltdown.
Which is probably coming.
Yes, I'm aware. What I want to do is be the first. I don't want you to kill yourself because I want to defend you afterwards. Your case is going to make me famous. Going to set up a legal defense fund for you. Get some weirdos and wackos on the internet to send in some money.
You can use the podcast as evidence of my insanity.
Listen, Your Honor, would any reasonable person say these things he said? It's clearly. So, tune in next week and see if the nuclear meltdown has happened on Theater School Rejects podcast.
If he's doing it solo, he's trying to comment about how often guest host Richard Older's in jail. You know the meltdown occurred.
Anyway, DougXComedy.com.
RichardOlder.com.
Thank you for listening.